Alright everybody, time for the full body foam rolling routine here. Now you can do, like sometimes I'll break this up, or more recently I'll break it up. I'll just do my chest, shoulders, triceps, and just the whole back roll before I do my pressing. And then before I do my back work, I'll come back and do like my lats, my biceps and forearms. And then before legs, I'll do my legs. But you could do it all at the beginning as well, whatever you like to do the best. I'll get into why, foam rolling is so important as well. And I've experimented with foam rolling and not foam rolling. First thing I always get into is chest though. You want to roll with your chest fibers. I have my arms basically like I'm in a push-up position here. And you just roll left and right, left and right. If you want to go a little bit easier variation, do it on your knees. But the more weight you can have on your chest and any muscle you're doing, the better it's going to really get in there and loosen you up. So I always do chest first, and then we'll move in here to the front deltoid. This one's super crucial to do. This is tight on most people just from life. You do a lot of things in front of you, really the chest too, but this one's really super crucial. You can see how I'm doing here. I'll do both sides, and I might never have recorded each side. But like I said, you roll up and down with the fiber, the way the muscle runs. You just go up and down the way it runs. And if you see a little spot that hurts more than others, you can kind of sit on it and kind of, play around that area a little bit more. The time varies. It normally takes around 15 minutes. But like I said, you can go through a little bit faster if spots don't need it, or if spots need it more, you can hang out there a little bit longer. So I'll do chest, front delt, and this here is the side delt. As you'll see, I'll do the other angle too, so you can see just rolling here, rolling on my side delt, and then I'll come up on my side more to hit more kind of the side rear delt, and then I'll go all the way around to the back there and hit the rear delt as well. And another easy way to hit the rear delt is you could just lay on the floor, kind of on your back / side. You would actually turn the foam roller, like see how it's positioned here, you turn it 90 degrees, and then you'd lay your delt over it, your rear delt, and just foam roll it back and forth that way. I do that every now and then too if I feel like my rear delt needs a little bit extra. The importance of foam rolling though, and I've experimented before and after. Now foam rolling is going to help with recovery. You could even do this on off days, but I just got to where I do them, on workout days. It's going to, number one, it's going to speed up recovery. And why I like doing it before workout versus after workout, I've experimented. I found stretching helps a lot more post-workout to reduce soreness. And you can check out my full body stretching routine here, top left hand corner if you want to check that out. But the stretching after really reduces the soreness a lot, and I found by foam rolling afterwards didn't really reduce my soreness, but foam rolling before gives me it's like a really good warm-up for your muscles. Gives you a way better mind-muscle connection on the muscles, so therefore you're gonna be able to target the muscles you want to target better, feel them better, stimulate them better, so therefore grow them better, and therefore sculpt your body how you want it to look better. And that's what it's all about. You don't want to be going there doing a certain movement and then you're not really activating the target muscle. And it's also going to give you a lot better, greater range of motion as well when you do get to start going. So basically about the most range of motion the more range of motion you can go through on a movement, the better. All right, now we're going to get into some biceps here. As you'll see, now I don't know if you'll be able to see my hand or not here, but you got two muscles on the bicep. That's why it's called the bicep. Just basically say the inner head, the outer head. So you'll see, I'll start here. My palm might be facing up, then my palm might be facing all the way back down to hit kind of the outer head as well. And I hit it a little bit when I do the triceps here in a second. And there's no specific order, but I always do start with chest, delts, front delts, side delts, and then normally triceps. But I just, they're not in exact order in this video because I had to go back to different dates and pull these out. But do which ones are most comfortable for you, and you don't all have to do always all these. I just personally like to do them all. I notice if I don't as well, I'll get really tight. Certain muscles will start getting really tight, especially my lats. If I don't stay on top of this, the chest will get tight too. So my shoulders, and I'll start feeling little things kind of hurting very slightly or pulling a little bit during when I'm actually lifting, and I don't like that. So something I stay on top of. I mean, the benefit, the time invested for what I'm getting out of it, there's no debate. It's completely worth it to me. So I constantly do it, and I constantly recommend it be done. Just like I said, it's a great warm-up too. But another alternative warm-up would just be walk on the treadmill if you want to, or elliptical, 5 to 10 minutes. But I'd say this is night and day better warm up. So here's the tricep. Again, tricep 3 muscle. So you see I have my arm rotated in here to hit more the inner head of the tricep. And again, you can go by feel. I normally do like 10 on each head, but sometimes I go more, sometimes I go less, just whatever. This is more just, you know, directly, kind of like in the middle of my horseshoe basically here. I said all goes by feel. There's not like a certain amount of numbers you have to do, but I mean, you don't want to just hit it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and you're done with that muscle. Like you want to kind of, you know, actually foam roll it out with something, you see what I'm saying? And this here is more kind of hitting the outer head of the tricep. And I'll even sometimes go over even further and kind of hit more of that other bicep head. All right, next thing here is going to be the forearms. I like to just start with the bottom part here of the forearm. This is just normally the routine I do. Get you some good reps on this one. I'm not actually opening and closing my hands on purpose there. This is actually what it does when you do foam roll it. It rolls over the tendons and closes your hands. Then I'll come on top here, work the back side of the forearm. And see right there, I kind of got a little tight area, so I sat on it for a split second. So just roll it out, and I'll rotate my hand all the way around. You see I'm doing that way. I'm hitting literally every single part of my forearm, and you'll see I'll go closer to the joint sometimes, and you know, working all the way up closer to the joint, you can feel it better there sometimes. Like all the way up to the wrist joint feels really good. So here, just another angle hitting the other forearm, just showing you you know, a different angle on it. Like I said, you get a lot of benefits. Sometimes I'll even foam roll out the back side of my hands. Feels really good. Like I said, getting really up close to the joint there on the wrist is helps a lot as well. All right, so we're going to move on to the back now. Starting out here with the lats. I generally start with the other rolling first, but just this comes first in the video right now. So you kind of see how I'm kind of up on my side here. Now you're going to be using your legs to push you down and back, but your latissimus dorsi muscle, that's going to be the muscle that gives you that V taper. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing pull-ups, you're hitting the most. It's going to basically give you that, like I said, the V taper. It runs basically from your armpit basically down to your lower back. You know, everybody has different insertion points. You'll see, just kind of roll up and down, up and down, up and down. Again, if you find a tight spot, sit on it for a little bit, play around with it. Just up and down, up and down. I got different variations I'll do where like I might be more towards my back on it, then I might be more on my side, and I'll roll up and down it that way. Like I said, and then you just kind of play with it. Sometimes I'll even like, maybe here I'm actually kind of hitting more of like my intercostals and kind of almost like completely on my side, and kind of even the front of my body there. I say hitting the intercostals right there feels really good as well. That's going to be getting hit when you're doing anything like a close grip V-bar pull down, like on a lat pull down. Those are getting hit more there. So you're just basically kind of touching basically every muscle that's going to be worked basically. Like basically not leaving any muscle unfoam rolled basically, because you know that foam roll is basically giving you a little massage. That's exactly what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? You go get a good massage, you know how much better you feel. This here is just hitting the very utmost part of basically the lat. Just putting my arm over my head, you'll see it like pops out right there where your armpit's at. Just rolling that feels really well, or feels really good. All right, now here's just the back rolling one here. This one feels great. All right, again, you're gonna be pushing just with your legs. I always like to start out with the lower back. This is gonna give you a little bit of an ab workout too. Again, like I said, it's just a good warm up. Actually get your legs nice and warmed up too, everything warmed up. But anyway, I like to start with my lower back. You'll see I'll kind of do it on it balanced, and you'll see sometimes I'll go like right here. I'm leaning a little bit more over to the left to hit the left lower back muscles a little bit more to the left, like spinal erectors a little bit more. Just, you know, like I said, I got a little tight spot on the left side sometimes, so I go in a little bit more like right there on the right side more. Again, just play around with it. There's no necessarily right or wrong way necessarily to do everything. This is just, I don't say the best way to do it, but normally generally you kind of want to roll with your muscles. But some things like the back, it's pretty hard to roll with. There's so many different muscles, different fibers going different directions, it gets pretty hard. But I mean, there's not too many more ways to roll out than I'm showing you here, because I'm doing the whole entire body. So as you see, I work my way all the way up the whole back there at the top, hitting a little bit of upper traps, and then right there I kind of really push in, dig in with your back. Like I said, the more weight you can have on it, the better. That's really going to be opening up your scapular retractors as well. So I'll just do that until I feel good on that, all the way down and up and down the back. Work my way up and down. These here are the hip flexors, so we're getting to the leg ones here. Basically right in the crevice, right at the top of your hip. right at the top of your hip where your hip stops. Put it right in that little crevice at the very, very top of your leg. Your hip flexors, like if you sit down right there where you bend at, this is where you're sitting this at. And again, I'll roll around from kind of to the inner to the outside where I'm hitting more to my groin and then like more towards my hip. Again, this is absolutely great. This is one I recommend to everybody, because everybody sits, and more than likely you probably have on the more so tight side of hip flexors. You basically can't have too loose of hip flexors, basically, like, I mean, and doing it here and there just when you're working out too, and like it's gonna make it too loose by any means. Just like I said, you sit a lot, it's just constantly in a flex position, a tightened position. So after the hip flexors, like I said, that's one I would recommend no matter what you're doing. Like if you pick and choose some here and there, make sure you're doing the hip flexors for sure. Now I'm getting onto the quad. You see I just put both legs on it and you just roll. Now you're actually kind of going to be pulling with your lats. I'm here, as you see, kind of digging into the ground with my elbows. And again, you see I'm on a mat. Go somewhere where there's a mat if you can. That way you're not like killing your knees and your elbows, because it's not very healthy. Alright, so as you see, I'm just working my way up and down, same thing. I always just want to work the whole totality of the muscle. This here is working the IT band. Now this is one that hurts maybe more than anything. This is right up there, but it absolutely feels amazing. Most people have super tight IT bands. This is basically the very side part, the most lateral part of your leg there, basically where your quad ends and your hamstring starts, like right there where they meet. It's called the IT band for short, and it hurts like crazy. But see, I'm on a tight spot right there, and it hurts like crazy. You just gotta see the pain in my face. Now I'm just kind of showing you the back side there. You see if there's a problem there, you just kind of sit around it, roll real slow. Now you don't want to be running through this. The faster you go, almost kind of the less you get out of it. And I think a lot of people do that because the slower you go, most of the time it hurts more. But you're actually getting, basically kind of the more it hurts. Now you don't want to, basically the more it hurts, you're getting more out of it, basically. It's really getting in your muscle. That's just, letting you know it's really getting in there and working it out. So just showing you again, you want to work all the way down, all the way to the top of the muscle. So basically all the way up the top of your hip, all the way down to the knee, pretty much. That's how far it runs. Now this here for the hamstring, this one's crucial. I used to do this on the ground. Do not do it on the ground. It's way too much of a workout. That's not necessary, and it's way harder and you get less out of it. Sit up on a bench with the foam roller. Again, you can get a foam roller. Some gyms have them. Most gyms have them. And you can just go pick up. You could go pick up a PVC pipe. Now I will tell you, you get a really thick PVC pipe. The thicker it is, the harder it is, the more it's gonna hurt, because it gets in there more. So this one's decently hard, and it works really well. You can get them, I think they're like maybe $30-40 for like one maybe like this. They last years and years and years and years, you know what I'm saying? So it's a great investment, you know what I'm saying? If you pay $40 for it and it lasts you basically your lifetime, and what you get out of it is absolutely amazing. So after the hamstrings there, again, roll all the way down, up and down, inner, outer hamstring, working on the glutes here. So basically just kind of sit on it right on your glute muscle, and you just want to move left and right, and I kind of work my leg around where basically my leg's running directly with the way I'm moving. Like right here, I'm kind of moving in the same direction of my leg here, and just showing you the left side. And I'll show you another one variation here when I put my leg up. That really hits the quads right there. Putting your leg up like that, rolling on it, same thing. Feels absolutely amazing on your quad muscle. On your glute muscles. Feels absolutely amazing. I think I deadlifted a couple days before this, so one side was sore, and it felt absolutely amazing, man. I'm telling you, after you foam roll too, your whole body you just feel so much looser and better. And it's a little bit of a workout too. If you definitely get your cardio up a little bit too. And it's just kind of like general fitness basically. So here we go here onto some calves. Now calves, this is the best way I found to do them. And it actually puts a lot of weight on them. You can kind of cross your legs over for more weight, or just do 1 foot at a time. But I found that's not enough weight to really dig into the calf. It is a little bit of workout here because you have to lift your whole body off the ground. But again, that's just kind of some more general fitness, and it's warming you up, for your workout, getting you kind of like your push muscles ready. So here, just showing the other calf, and again, work all the way at the top of your calf. You want to roll your calf to the outside, the inside, hitting both heads of the calf, and then all the way down. Like one of my calves get really sore, even like the tendon that runs like all the way down to my Achilles tendon gets really sore. Last thing here is going to be the inner thigh, the groin area. Again, you see how I'm sitting over, just kind of got my leg in like a 90-degree area. 90-degree bend, and then just again foam roll up and down, find a little problem area, sit on it a little bit more. Okay, there's one more clip. Okay, so this. All right, everybody, that's it for the video. I'm telling you, incorporate this. It is super crucial. It's going to give you more gains. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you healthier. It's going to keep you safer for longer. It's going to keep you making more gains. Thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy. Gonna make you some gains.